What's up, you dirty degenerates? Welcome back to Trades and Gains, the only show that breaks down the markets like your therapist should have broken you down years ago. Today was an absolute circus. Trump torched global trade like he's playing Risk blindfolded. Tesla did a nosedive after Elon decided to start his own political party. And whales hedged so hard it looked like 2008 all over again. And SPY got slapped with a $45 million put stamp, not hedging, full-blown panic shopping. Let's unpack the chaos with jokes so dark they make VIX flinch. So, today's vibe, straight up get out. If you've ever seen the movie, you get the reference. But the Dow dumped 500 points. The NASDAQ bled out as tech names took friendly fire. And the S&P 500 tapped the $6,200 line like a nervous guy texting his ex for the first time after a no contact rule. Apparently, Trump decided today was the day to kick off Trade War 2 Electric Boogaloo, because who doesn't want to nuke the global supply chain again during peak AI hype and fragile macro sentiment? I mean, that just sounds like a recipe for success if you ask me. But here's what the Orange Oracle did today. Yeah, the Orange Oracle. That's the new nickname now. We had the spray tan Dorito. Now we're on to Orange Oracle. But his accomplishments: 25% tariffs on Japan and South Korea, 30 to 40% on South Africa and Myanmar, and 10% penalty for any BRICS aligned country. So, yeah, it's not a trade war, it's a global slapping contest. Now, why do you care about this, or why should you care? Well, earnings, they're going to get crushed. Inflation is back on the menu, and supply chains about as stable as Kanye on Twitter when he's allowed back on. Tariffs start August 1st, supposedly, but that'll probably get pushed back too. So circle that on your calendar right between Prime Day and mass investor panic. That will help straighten things out for you. Now, Elon, talking about Tesla, has decided he's going to start his own political party now, because building rockets, running EV companies, and live streaming cage fights just wasn't enough. However, Tesla fans weren't pumped about that, because Tesla is down 7%. 1.4 billion made by short sellers. Congrats, bears. And Trump calls Musk off the rails, which is like getting a lecture on sanity from Charlie Sheen. So is that really a valid statement? If we're really thinking about this, who knows? EV tax credits are getting slashed. GOP fight is getting public, and investor confidence is getting torched. It's like if you were 6 million pizzas in an oven, right? Wedbush's Dan Ives said, this is the opposite of what Tesla investors want. The translation, bro, shut up and just build the car. Like, no one cares what your political beliefs are. Just build electric cars and rockets and shut up. Now, while everything else was currently burning down, the one catalyst that would make it burn brighter actually helped with AI names. We're the only ones acting like adults at a Chuck E. Cheese party. Citi, they hiked NVIDIA's price target to 190. NVIDIA is now the arms dealer of the AI race, selling compute to governments like they're crack dealers in cyberpunk novels. Even on a red day, it only dipped 0.6%. What does that tell you? Long story short, AI is still your best macro hedge. Just don't chase green candles like a TikTok trader or like one of those assholes on a live stream telling you to buy longs. Now, let's take a pause, because we're now going to break down the flow from our favorite and who I'm the lead analyst flow for, Investor Central Club, where we break down what the hell happened in the options market and tell you what the whales are doing. So SPY saw 46 million in flow, with 45 million of that in puts. That's not a hedge. That's insurance policy for an asteroid strike. Let's be honest. NVIDIA, another 16 million in calls for January, These bulls are drinking GPU flavored Kool-Aid at this point. Lilly dropped 16.75 million on pharma calls. Ozempic is staying undefeated. We also saw Tesla with 5.3 million in December calls, buying the dip, or Elon just simps who are refusing to quit. IWM and QQQ are also getting hedged, like we're about to see zombies on the SPX tipper. Now, we have some dark pool data. SPY, we saw 807 million in dark pool trades. IVV, we saw over 900 million. And Meta, we had 160 million quietly rotating. Dark pool traffic looks like Black Friday at the New York Stock Exchange. Institutions are either hiding big moves or they're scared to even whisper what they're currently doing because it'll spook the market. Now, Flow Scanner screamed absolute red. We had Tesla with 32.8 million 60-40 split on calls to puts. We had NVIDIA 28 million 57% calls. Bulls are still loading on that AI hopium. We also had Eli Lilly with 19.3 million all calls, no hesitation and no doubt apparently. And I bought into that. So we'll see how that does. This isn't diversified flow. This is chaos with a dress code. Now, talking about some things that the big boys are watching, we're watching S&P 500 support at 6150. Break that, and we're headed to Whipsaw City. Tesla 290 is the Maginot line, the magnet line, basically. So that's where it could draw down to. If we break it, 270 is next. Oil WTI is above $70. Energy might rally here, but chop is going to be king. So let's go ahead, wrap up like a condom, and recap this boy. So Trump lit a match, markets puked, whales hedged, and AI survived. Tesla crashed into a political dumpster fire, however. This ain't 2021. This is the real deal. Protect your downside, read the tape, and for God's sake, stop buying the dip on vibes alone. Use some context. Smash that like button, sub if you're not a coward, and drop a comment. TARIFFGEDDON, real risk, or buy the dip opportunity. By the way, this is not financial advice, just a roast session with charts and a little bit of context. Hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you in the next one.